Record. All right. Welcome. Today, I'm going to be going over some best practices for growing your Facebook following and boosting engagement. Now, this is going to apply to everyone, especially the beginners that are just joining. But these are just some things that have really helped me in the last 30 days. I've actually been going hard for 60 days, but I like to see the 30-day mark just because it's a new year. We're just about to roll into February. So if you can start implementing some of these few little practices, it will definitely help boost your engagement and, of course, grow your business in the long run. So, over the last 30 days, I've increased my following by over 300 people, and this is all organic. So I didn't pay for any of that. So you can also do that, but a lot of people you don't get the success with that. Um, so over 300 new followers, and that's over 5% of my overall following. So it's really great. So I just want to give you guys some tips. So first, we'll start with so this is a quote that just resonates with me because I see so many people that don't even try. So if you try and fail, congratulations. Most people don't even try. So that's what this is about. Trial and error on social media is the king. So I find more success just by looking at what you're doing, following other people that are having success and just implementing what they're doing. So we'll jump right in. So let's see. Optimize your profile for success. So this is really going to apply to most people that are just starting out. Make sure you have a good profile picture of yourself. Okay. It doesn't matter if it's you on your horse or something like that, but people love to see your face. So make sure it's not something super far away and it's really you. It can be you and your fiance or husband as well, but just make sure that you have a very good profile picture that is you. Your cover photo, this is something that I like to change up like on a 6 month basis at least, just because people like to see new photos in the background. Use a motivational quote, build one with you and like a set of your horses or your pets, or just something fun and engaging so people really get to know you a little bit. Make sure that in your biography, you have a description of what you are, who you are, what you do, and how do people can connect with you. So like you only have so many characters, and I use ChatGPT a lot. So I highly recommend using this. If you have like an idea of what you want to say, like I am a clinical college and educator. I like helping horses, people, and pets. I like to show women that there's a way to make a lot money online and have time freedom and travel and do everything you want with your families. So I literally will type that in ChatGPT or talk to ChatGPT and say, "Hey, ChatGPT, can you please help me with this?" And it'll come up with a little thing. You can even say, I only have 68 characters to use, and just do it that way because it will give you ideas and you can always change that. But that's a really, really important thing to have on your page. So when people go to it, which I'm going to show you here in a few minutes, what that next step is and having to get people to come to your page and look at you. You want them to know what you do right off the bat. And you don't want it to be just spam and lots of ads. Imagine a magazine. When you pick up a magazine, you're going to be glancing through it, and there's going to be pictures of products as well as stories, as well as fun things to get involved with. It's not just all ads. So make sure that your Facebook page is kind of like that as well. And this is something, the next one is privacy settings. So we're in an online business and you want to be using your profile to earn money. Now, make sure that all of your posts are set to public. This is going to help expand your reach. Now, the reason this is important is because you will have people coming to your page and they will be liking and commenting on your posts and not necessarily following you or being friends with you, which is great because then what happens is those people's friends see your posts come across their page and then they get to engage with it as well. You're expanding into a market that's not even in your realm. So that's something important to do. So if you haven't done that yet and you need help with it at the end of this call, I can definitely walk anybody through that as well. So this is something that's important to me, and it is for almost anybody that's a social media marketing, social retail, all of what we do. Defining your niche. So identify your ideal audience. Now, this is something that you can have couple different areas. I don't ever I actually encourage people to just be you. Like I do so many things. I'm not a mom, but I have horses, I have dogs, I have cats. I love to cook. I love sharing my fitness and my wellness journey. And I love also business stuff. So I have a variety of things that I offer, and you're going to find yours because the longer that you go on and the more that you sit down and really think about what you want to promote and who you want to help. And so if again, another great thing to do is have ChatGPT help you with this. If you're stuck in anything and you don't know what to say, you don't know, you don't even know um, where to start, just ask it. It will help you. It'll say, okay, you can even say, hey, ChatGPT, I need to figure out what my niche is going to be for my Facebook page. And it'll ask you a series of questions and you answer those, and then it can come up with better ideas for you. So that's just something to think about. Um, and then, of course, sharing your value without being overly promotional. So this is something that I see a lot, and trust me, I'm guilty too. You get so excited about a new product, or like right now, our BOGO on the trim product, or anything like that. And all you want to do is just tell everybody, which is great. That's fantastic. But you want to make sure that it's more like a little magazine where people are going to get value. So if you think about what people want to see that are going to buy your product. So I share a lot of recipes with the cooking stuff because people that are going to buy my products are most likely going to like to eat well as well. So another way to get involved is also to join some other women's groups, equine groups, wellness groups, protein groups, cooking groups, dog groups. If you have Australian Shepherds, join Australian Shepherd groups. Just connect with people that you have something in common with, and that's going to be a great start. Okay. Sorry, I can't even see my page. Okay, there we go. Um, okay. Post engaging and content consistently. This is very, very important. Um, Following the three E's is a great formula to follow. You want to do education, entertainment, and engaging. And you can have a variety of those throughout the day and throughout the week. Consistency matters because you want to keep the algorithms rolling with your page. You need to post at least 4 to 5 times per week to keep your audience engaged. Now, that's a minimum. I say 4 to 5 times per day, but that gives me more variety and more times that I can share the business opportunity and my products. Because if I'm following the 80/20 rule, where 80% of the time I'm doing educational, entertaining, or engaging, and 20% of the time on products or the business opportunity, that gives me plenty of times that I can incorporate that in there. Now, best times to post. This is going to be dependent on your actual audience. But for the most part, mornings and evenings are the best time because it's highest traffic time. Now, different time zones play a role into that as well. So that's why I encourage you to just post consistently throughout the day. If you have the professional dashboard as well, you can schedule your posts because I know a lot of us have, you all have a lot on your plate, and most of you have full-time jobs. You can actually get your posts scheduled ahead of time with that. And I apologize if anybody's asking questions. I'll be able to see them at the end, but while I have it on screen share, I actually can't. So, okay, the algorithm on Facebook. Now, this changes quite often, but engagement is key. So don't worry so much about learning the algorithm. Just make sure you follow these simple things. Reply to every single comment on all of your posts. Anytime you're tagged, please reply to it. Starting conversations. Now you can create posts that ask open-ended questions to encourage comments. Like, what's your favorite thing to cook with ground beef? People will actually tell you what their favorite thing to cook with it is. Or what's your biggest struggle when you find to start a new business? Things like that are going to get engagement from your followers are very, very important. Now, continue those conversations. If you find that somebody is commenting or engaging on your post quite often, drop a message in the chat to them. Ask them how they are. If they're on your page, it's not a cold reach out. And you're not going to start it with a business conversation or a product conversation. You just want to get to know them. So ask them questions. Hey, I see you live in South Dakota. Do you have horses? I see a couple horses on your profile. How many do you own? What do you do for work? You're going to ask them these questions because you want to start those conversations. Now, stories are very, very important. Now, every single day, there is four or five things that we like to post on our stories. One is us doing a personal development of some kind, okay? Minimum of 10 minutes a day, but you don't need to spend 10 minutes on your stories doing that. But just post a picture of you reading a book, motivational book, or find a quote that you really, really enjoy that resonates with you. Use that on your stories. Um, some kind of a transformation photo or before and after is always great to have because people are going to ask questions. What products did you use to get that far? What are you using on your horse to make it look so shiny? Things like that. Um, Something that you're eating. People love food. Always use food pictures. I mean, it seems like it's a very simple task that you don't think is going to get a lot of attention, but people love food. So post a picture of your lunch. Say, oh my gosh, I found this new recipe and I tried it today and it was absolutely fantastic. It was amazing. People are going to be sending you messages off of that. Picture in your home or something that you do. I know a lot of us ride horses, so you could post a picture of your horses, even breaking water tanks, which I do pretty much every day. People love to just see you doing your daily activities, even if you don't say anything with it. Like, oh man, it's actually like 40 degrees today and I didn't have to break waters open. It was so amazing. And you have a screenshot of, quick video of just your water tanks that aren't frozen. Things like that are really going to help people get to know you, like you, and trust you. And then always, always post pictures and videos of you taking your products. You don't need to say, hey, this product's on sale today. Just say, oh my gosh, I'm so glad I get to take this fat blasting collagen in the morning. It tastes like chocolate pudding, and I absolutely love it. Those are the kind of posts, and you don't even have to do a video. Just do a picture of you with a spoon and post it with that little write up. Ask ChatGPT for help too. You can even say, hey, ChatGPT, I don't want this to be spammy. Would you please build me a write up for this? And it'll help you. And then this is something that I am going to be working on more too, and it's going live regularly. This is something that's really going to boost your engagement and your following. You don't even have to be getting on and having a plan. Like if it's just you cooking dinner or you going out to do chores or you talking about how grateful you are to be starting this new journey, anything like that, anything you can think of, just go live. You won't die. All right, now visual content. This is something I talked about in the profile picture. It needs to be very clear, attractive photos. Now, I'm not saying attractive as you need to be perfect. I just want you to be you. So, your products with you, your activities that you do, you want people to get to know you the best that possible. So, videos do perform better, but I do find that a variety of the things create enough consistency on the social media page to bring in different kinds of followers. Some people really like to watch videos, and other people would just rather read something and look at a pretty picture. So you can find your variety and what you like to do, but something that's engaging, showing transformations, testimonials, and behind the scene content. Now, behind the scenes is you just living your life. It doesn't have to be exciting. If you don't think it's exciting, that's okay. Most people will think it's exciting and it's fun. People love to see you doing your normal things. And then you can use captions. So if you want to put words on top of a picture, like, oh my gosh, I'm so grateful I said yes to this. Or this fat blasting collagen is absolutely amazing. I'm so glad I get to take it every day. You know, anything like that that just boost your thing. If you need ideas, we can always go over those too. Okay, the key to all of this on social media is to build relationships. So, again, you want to be replying to all of the comments on your posts and try to think of ways to continue the conversation. And if you don't feel comfortable having the conversation actually on the post, just drop into their inbox and send a message and say, hey, I'm so glad you commented on my picture yesterday that I did of, me breaking water tanks open. And I really would love to get to know you a little bit better. Can you tell me something about yourself that you like to do in your free time? Things like that. Now, the other part, and this is something that I've really, really focused on the last 30 days, is going and commenting on other people's posts. So I will actually go in to my following. So if you don't know how to get there, just go into your profile and you can actually click on the following part and it'll tell you who your newest followers are. I will spend 30 minutes to an hour each day going through all of these new followers and going to their pages and finding 3 things to comment on. I'm not saying be fake, but just go find 3 things that you resonate with on their pages and give them a compliment. And if some of these people are into fitness and health and wellness already, anyways. And so I'm going to go over to their pages and I'm going to comment, oh my gosh, looks like a really hard workout. Do you mind sharing it with me? Or how in the world did you get your hair so curly and it's cute? Things like that, where you're just going to start conversations and you're really going to start to build that relationship with them. Then you can also send personal messages. Now, this again is not a salesy message. The purpose of this is to build the relationship. So I've had to change my personal mindset in this because I looked at social media as me just posting and hoping people post and pray, hope people that come over would come over and comment on my stuff and want to message me, which does happen, but I'm not doing anything to build that relationship with that person. So I am actually now going in to their page and into their inbox and commenting, messaging them, asking them questions, and trying to really get to know them. Just like if I was sitting face to face with them, I'm not going to just be like, well, hi, how are you? Nothing to talk about. We're going to ask questions, right? So just think about it as a real, you're in person talking to them. And then something that is simple, but celebrate wins. Now, this is people love excitement. And so recognize milestones and achievements. Now, this can be of your team members, your customers, your team's team. It doesn't matter, but just having exciting things on there, they're going to actually cause a lot of curiosity. People are going to start asking questions and want to also build a relationship with you and show that you are a real person as well. I can open this up, see if anybody's asking questions. Hi, guys. This whole sharing my screen thing is definitely different. Okay. Uh, encourage sharing. So I get bad about this, but you can ask people to share your posts. And this is interesting because a lot of people really want to help other people. They just don't know how. And so if you're not telling them or asking them to do something, they're probably not going to do it. Um, One thing that is really, really helpful is to be finding new people to connect with, which is what I highly recommend is joining those other groups. I have joined just literally a women's networking group. That's all it is. And every day there's probably 20 posts in there where people are just asking for other women to come and engage with them and follow them. And it's a reciprocal relationship. So it's something simple, and I spend about 30 minutes doing it every day. But I'm getting in contact with people that are in the same industry, not necessarily my business, but they're in the health and wellness industry, or they own a horse, or they are competitive in the horse world, and they are maybe just starting out on their journey. Or some people are way past what I am even doing, and I am learning more things from them. So it's just something to really make sure that you're doing. Um, yeah, definitely on the tip. So asking people for shares. So I've got notes on here, and then when appropriate, tag people. So some people get in the habit of doing the at any, like everyone and followers and things like that. And some people get a lot of success out of that. I don't necessarily get in the habit of doing that because you'll end up finding a lot of people hitting the unfollow button, which is what you do not want. Now, this is a pro tip. Now, do not share other people's content without making it your own, and no using the share option. What I mean by that is if you're on social media and you find a picture that you like, whether it be an animal picture or a motivational quote or anything like that. If I see something that I like, you have to save the photo to your phone and then build a new write up for it. Or don't even use that write up, but don't hit the share button. That is going to, it messes up your algorithm and it messes up that, well, it doesn't really mess up the other person's algorithm, but it messes up your algorithm. People want to see original content. That's the whole point of that. So if you see a write up, even something that you really, really liked, hit copy, go over to ChatGPT and say, hey, ChatGPT, can you revise this post for Facebook to make it more like me? I want it to sound professional. I want it to sound fun. Maybe even add some humor in there, and ChatGPT will revise it for you. Do that as many times as it takes to find something that fits you. All right, value is important. So, and again, this is more about building the relationships rather than selling something. So, offer tips, recipes, and referral perks. This is something that I'll be diving into more in the next 30 days is referrals. That is a giveaway post, which is absolutely amazing. And I know some of the other teams here do this very, very consistently and have a lot of success. I do recommend that you don't always give away everything for free, but you need to have a freebie. Now, my freebies are linked to an actual private wellness group, which I recommend you either do that yourself or talk to one of your upline and ask if that's something you guys can do. Building a community also kind of goes along with that group. So, fostering interaction and provide a space where your followers feel supported. This is also going to tie back to replying to every single comment. If people are just coming onto your posts and commenting and you're never going back and having a conversation with them, I feel like that's rude. That would be like somebody coming up to you in the hallway and saying, hey, how was your day? And you just look at them and walk off. Now, we're not going to do that in real life. So don't do that on social media. Okay, another part hashtags. So utilizing hashtags wisely. I'll see people use like 20 hashtags on a post. That's okay if you want to try that. But like my motto, my slogan, right, is Dynasty Cowgirl. So all of my posts have Dynasty Cowgirl on them. I'm not huge right now, but at least it's something consistent. Again, go back to ChatGPT, say, hey, this is the post I'm making. Can you please give me 5 or 10 hashtags? You can even ask it, hey, can you make me 5 hashtags that are going to help this post go viral? It will do that for you. Not saying it's always going to be accurate, but you never know. If you're just like stumped and you can't think about what to say or what to put on the hashtags, just ask ChatGPT. It's great for ideas. All right. Now, if you don't have your profile set up in professional mode, I don't know if you can see your analytics, but if you need help with that, let me know and I can show you how to set it up in professional mode. Public is definitely good, but that's where I can actually see how many new followers I'm getting, what posts are working the best, how many are engaging with them, who's commenting, what times a day work, is my market mostly women or men, and how old they are. It shows you everything. So make sure that you can dive into this and figure out what's working for you and your audience. Now, little pro tip. If you have a post, a video, a reel, anything like that that's on your wall and it takes off, it's just crazy. You've got people commenting on it, you've got shares, you've got likes and the loves and all the things. You need to keep that momentum going. The worst thing you can do is let your page sit and not have a post to follow up after that. You can even reference that post if you want to and say, oh my gosh, like this was amazing. I just posted a silly little joke and it just took off like crazy. People will be like, oh, what was the joke? You need to make sure you're doing something to follow up with that. Like, again, it's consistency. Now, experimenting, this is another thing. Just try, just do it. Don't feel scared. No one's going to remember what you posted yesterday, even if it was embarrassing or like my hair's not done. Nobody's going to remember that. That's not even in their realm of thoughts. So, but just test it. One thing I do if I have a post that goes viral, I posted some facts, something that was not even, I don't even think it was true, but it was funny. I followed up with a business post a few hours after that one was going viral. That's just something that I do because I know that my traffic's already increased just from that one post, and it's going to continue to be increased for 24 to 48 hours. And then as I continue to post, those other posts are getting more views as well, and my stories. Okay, now avoid common mistakes. Now it says over posting, but point of this is don't post like five things in the morning, all within an hour of each other. Space things out throughout the day. That way you're getting some consistent flow. You know, if somebody's getting on their phone at lunch, they see your post pop up. And if somebody getting on their phone at dinner times, they see your post pop up. Just being consistent about that instead of just like I want to call it word vomiting, where you're just throwing everything out there at once and then just hoping that you get attention off of it. Um, Again, no spam. Like you can spam your stories like crazy. You can put whatever you want in your stories, just not on your wall. So focus on relationship building on your wall with a little bit of product or business, and then use your stories for the other part. And then just staying authentic. So be genuine and relatable to build the trust. Again, just be you. Like people want to see you. So, all right. Now, this is a growth plan. This is something that also ties in with the groups that I do, that I join, but friend requests. So, if you know where to find your new followers or even your friends, you can sort your friend list by recent, newest to oldest. I can find it here. Mine's not letting me go to it. Anyway, there it is. Okay. So in this page, I don't know if you can see this, hopefully. Clicking on friends. And then on that friends, you can click your friends. I've already done my birthday wishes. Over here, it actually says sort. So I can sort by newest and oldest. I can search Wyoming or Nebraska or Ohio, and it'll bring up people that have those words associated with them. If I click on newest friends first, these are the people that are my newest ones. So I will go through and click on one of them. And then what I want to do is I want to see if I can see their friends. Sometimes a lot of people have that blocked, but if they don't, go into their friends list and find somebody else that you look like you connect with and friend request them. Do 5 to 10 of these every single day. And you can also do this from the groups, which is where I end up doing them from most of the time. 5 to 10 new people a day that are people that you think you're going to resonate with or that resonate with you. Uh, Next is to clean up your friends list. Now, this is something I personally do this with the birthdays because I have like 5,000 actual friends that I'm friends with on Facebook. So every single day when the birthdays come up, instead of just clicking and saying happy birthday on their wall, I go to their page. I glance through their stuff for a minute. I look to see the last time they actually posted on their wall. This is very important because you'll find people that have actually maybe passed away or they're not active on social media at all. I found one the other day that hadn't posted since 2021. I'm like, obviously, you're not on here. So I will delete those people because they're not going to be engaging with you anyways, and or they're not around. So doing that is very important. Next part of that too is on the birthday wishes. Just go into their messenger and message them privately. Ask them, say happy birthday, happiest of birthdays, Jill. Uh, what fun plans do you have tonight to celebrate? Start a conversation with them. Now, I know it's their birthday, but that's going to probably continue for a couple days. So you're just getting to know them, once again, building that relationship. And then this is networking daily. So 15 to 20 minutes is the minimum I feel. And this is a simple, just going into people's pages and commenting and interacting with their posts. Most of us have enough people that we can just do this. Again, this does so many things for your page. So it's something just to get in the habit of doing. And it doesn't have to be at one time. If you're, say, you and your husband are going to dinner, or you're going on a road trip with somebody, or you're just sitting in line at the grocery store, this is the time to do that. All right, guys, that is all I had for you today. I am going to stop sharing my screen, come back to you. um, okay, let's see. Nobody asked any questions. Did everybody get my notes that I posted in the chat? You just give me a thumbs up. Let's see here.